What's going on YouTube? In this video I'm going to try to answer all of your questions about the RSIMs. I've been getting so many emails that I was like, you know what, I have to at least make this video to help you guys out. So I basically wrote a whole transcript basically answering your questions, the ones I've got on emails, comments, and on my Twitter. And I'm just going to go randomly through all of them. And it might be boring, but I'm going to answer all these questions that you guys have. It's probably going to be a rant for about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to try to do it as fast as possible. But yeah, this is everything you need to know about the RSIMs and about the unlocking for with the RSIMs or any other SIM card, because this actually is not just for the RSIMs. This works, I think, for everything else. All the other SIMs that they have out there, they're the same type of deal. They work on the same type of software. So I think whatever I'm going to be answering right now will also go for the other SIMs as well. So first of all, give me 1 second. This question has been asked a lot about it. Okay, these SIM cards don't unlock, for example, the RSIM Air, RSIM 9, all of those. They don't unlock the iPhone 4. As of right now, today is January 22nd. I have not heard of any SIM unlock for the iPhone 4s. So if you have an iPhone 4, you're out of luck. You can't unlock that only with a factory unlock. A factory unlock costs, of course, much more. You can probably get that for about $60-70, but you can get that unlocked without a SIM card. Second question. So let me explain the difference between the RSIMs. The RSIM Air can unlock the 4S. It can't unlock the 5, the 5S, and the 5C. The RSIM 9 Pro, it can unlock the GSM 4S, the 5, the 5S, and the 5C. Also the Sprint CDMA, Sprint 4S, and the Sprint 5s. But it can't unlock the Sprint 5S and the 5C Sprint. Okay, the RSIM Mini. See, the difference between the RSIM, it does the same thing as the RSIM 9 Pro, but the difference is that it's upgradable. Meaning that, say for example, iOS 8.0 comes out, you can use the RSIM Mini on that as well. The RSIM 9 Pro, the RSIM Air, and other SIM cards, they don't do that. They're only good for the 7.0. But I mean, you got 7.0, 7.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. I don't know when Apple's gonna stop. So the RSIM 9 Pro and all of those are good for that iOS. But 8.0, once that comes out, who knows? Maybe there's gonna be a whole different unlock by then. But they won't work for that. But the RSIM Mini does. So it's a little bit more expensive. But that's the difference between it and the RSIM 9 Pro. GPP 5S, it can unlock the 5S, the 5C, and the 5, but it can't unlock the 4S. And again, I'm just talking about GSM phones, AT&T and T-Mobile. Sprint phones, I recommend you guys staying away from the SIM unlocks only if you have a 4S or a 5. GPP 4S, it can unlock 4S phones. Alright, and regarding the 3G on the internet, because I got a lot of questions on that as well. For Sprint and Verizon phones, the 4S and the 5, okay? If you're using, for example, the RSIM 9 Pro to unlock that, it will only get edge internet. The internet is going to have E on the left side of the phone, and that's all it's going to have. It's not going to have 3G or 4G. Only if a patch comes out, jailbreak and a new patch will come out, that might fix it. But as of right now, you're only going to get edge. Okay? So what does that mean? Your internet, it's going to be very slow, number one. You're going to have problems with FaceTime. You're going to have problems with sending picture messages. So that's for Sprint phones, okay? GSM phones, some will get 3G, some will not. For example, the majority will. For example, I've used the Simple Mobile, and I have another video. I might put a link to it right here. Click to it, and you can see. All I had to do was put in the RSIM 9, and it worked automatically. The 3G worked, everything worked fast, you know. So that's for the Simple Mobile carrier. So it depends on what carrier you're going to use. So for example, if you use T-Mobile, if you use H2O, and there's so many other companies out there, there's over 300 carriers. You know what we should do, I think, is that in the comment section below, or we should have like a forum. I'm making a website soon. Maybe I'll have like a link to that, and then we can all just go there and post, like, everybody that buys the RSIMs. If you're, for example, using it on some carrier in, I don't know, in Mexico or in Europe or in Japan, whatever, if you can put in if your 3G worked, that'll be beneficial for everybody. Because as of right now, there's no list of what carriers will work and what will not. I haven't tried on all carriers, but as for now, I've worked on a couple I've used. I've worked on With a patch, it worked on T-Mobile. With Simple Mobile, it worked automatically. And yeah, so that's for the 3G. You will not get 4G. You will not get LTE as of now until maybe a patch comes out. And I'm just talking about GSM. I'm already finished with the CDMA. Yes, you can take this overseas. It will work with different carriers. I don't know the whole world's carriers, so some of them might have some problems. There's maybe thousands of carriers out there in the world. But for the majority of them, so far I've seen that they worked. This can bypass activation screens, so sometimes you might get an activation screen on your phone because you need the original SIM card so you can bypass and go to the home screen of the iPhone. This, you can use the RSIMs to bypass that. This will work fine. If you have a blacklisted iPhone, meaning if you have a phone that's been reported lost or stolen, if you have it with a bad ESN or bad IMEI, don't waste your time trying to activate it with the RSIMs or any other RSIM for that fact, or even a factory unlock. It's not going to work because they have a database that's just going to block it all over the networks here in America. But if you take it outside, I have heard that it's been successful. If you, for example, go overseas and you try using these RSIMs to unlock it, I've heard that it's successful. I haven't tried it myself, but this is just from hearing from my customers that are overseas. They said that they had a blacklisted phone and it actually worked on them. Take that if you want to buy that on your own risk. Go ahead, do that on your own. But I recommend you not even doing that. When you insert the SIM card, you get a menu, a list of carriers. Okay, some people, they might make a mistake and that's fine. They click on the wrong carrier. Or they click on, like for example, they got a 4S and they click on a 5 or vice versa. That's fine. All you have to do is, this is what you got to do. When you go into the phone, to the iPhone, go to settings and scroll down until you see phone. Click on phone. And you see where it says SIM pin right now? Under that, once you have the RSIM inserted, it's going to say SIM applications. And you click on SIM applications, and it's going to say select carrier or something like that. The first one. It's going to say select carrier. And by the way, if you don't see SIM applications, I don't have the RSIM right now, that's why it's not showing up. But if you don't see that, turn off the phone, turn it back on. And once you see SIM applications, click that. You see the first one, it says select carrier. So you click on that, and you could, if you made a mistake, you can just click on the correct options from there. If you don't see that, or you click on it, it doesn't work, honestly, the best thing I've realized is just restarting the phone. When you restart the phone, that usually fixes a lot of problems. So that helps out a lot. And whenever you're having a problem with the RSIMs, restart the phone, and that should fix it. Alright, let's say for example you bypassed all of these obstacles, alright? Let's say you've got a GSM phone and you got a Simple Mobile carrier, the one that I said should work fine on easily without no problems, and you're still having problems. Maybe it says no service or no SIM on the top left hand corner of the iPhone. What you can do is try these things, and this is just from practice what I've realized with the RSIMs. This usually works. First of all, I'm saying this after you mess around with the phone, of course, and if you tried your best, and if you looked at my other videos, because I have videos, tutorials to show you how it's done. If you tried everything like that and it still doesn't work, this is what you do. Try downloading the iRose patch. Let's say if you don't have that, you go to rsim5.com/nano4g and you download that and hit 2G. Once you install iRose, hit 2G, because there should be two buttons, 2G and 3G. Hit 2G, don't hit 3G. Once you hit 2G, restart the phone. Wait a second, see if anything fixes. If it doesn't, restart the iPhone and see if that fixes it. That usually helps out a lot. A lot of times I think I've had problems. I would just hit 2G and it fixes the problem. Don't hit 3G. A lot of people think that 3G will get you 3G internet. No, that's not the case. It's just going to mess up your phone. You're not going to have any service. If that still doesn't work, a lot of people probably are not inserting the SIM card correctly. So I'm going to show you something. The SIM card, try to do this. You see that little end piece right there? Alright, in the RSIM? Try to insert that on the bottom. Okay? Try not to have that sticking up in the SIM card. I'll show you right now. So this is a SIM card. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay? And this is the back. Okay? So just do this. That end should be on the bottom. And insert like that. So this is how the RSIM should be standing on the slot, like that. that little piece should be there. It shouldn't be. A lot of people I've seen, they've done this like that, right? Hold on. And when they put this inside the iPhone, it's stuck in the way, or it comes off and you might lose it. So try this. This is something I've used a couple times and have helped out. If you've done that as well and it still doesn't work, then I might say that you probably have a fake SIM. You don't have the original one. And to make sure if you have the original one, what you can do is you actually can scratch this and then you go to their website, RSIM website, and make sure if you have the correct version, it is not a knockoff. Lastly, if this doesn't work, then you have a defective SIM. Like the SIM card, maybe the RSIM on the bottom is probably not good. You probably need a replacement for that. Just to let you guys know, I do sell these. At the moment, I'm actually selling them on eBay. I'm working on my website. I'll put the link in the bottom, and when I have my website up, I'll probably put it right here, and you guys just can click on it and go to my website and buy them from there. I'm going to have factory unlocks on there as well, all my tutorials, any other videos that I do to help you guys out, I'll have it on my website soon. I have a connection with the manufacturer itself, so I can give you the original and genuine product. They're not the knockoffs, the original ones. And also, I give you support. If you buy the product from me, I'll do a Skype with you and I'll show you step by step how to fix these. If you have any problems, you can I'll give you even the phone number that I can talk to you with, and I'll show you how it's done. I'll help you out and I'll make sure that the product works for you. If it doesn't, if you have any problems with it, I'll take it back, no problems. Hey guys, I just wanted to say that these videos actually take a lot of time and they take a lot of effort. That I have to do a lot of research and I have to try I have to put in so much money as well to try different SIM cards, see what works and what doesn't, to help you guys out. I'm not receiving anything from this, and so I would appreciate if you guys can drop a donation, Jamal2007@yahoo.com. That's my PayPal. If not, hopefully you guys can give back by at least buying the product from me. By the way, I put a lot of time in answering everybody's questions. I get hundreds of emails and questions and comments, and I try to reply to everybody. So give me some time if I don't reply to your comments or messages. Also, if you guys have any questions that I might have missed out, put it in the comment section below, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. And like I said, I try to reply to as many people as I can. It's just that there's so many, so sometimes I can't get to everybody, but I try my best. Anyways, thank you for watching. Now, I hope this was helpful. Peace.